Hello and thanks for joining us on the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm Jarna Hector. In the headlines, Dominica's Education Enhancement Project moves forward. The Princess Margaret Hospital collaborates with expert physicians from the University of Florida, and a call for Dominicans in the diaspora to do more to encourage computer literacy in Dominican children. All these and more when National Focus returns.
The facts as they are, brought to you every day, only on GIS Channel 7.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Education is reporting that it is now past the halfway mark in the implementation of Dominica's Education Enhancement Project. The project, an initiative of the government of Dominica, got underway in July of 2010 and is being financed by an $11.3 million loan from the Caribbean Development Bank. So far, $4.6 million have been spent on the program in areas such as teacher training, consultancies, curriculum development, and the procurement of tools and equipment for schools across the island. Project coordinator of the Education Enhancement Project, Randolph Felix, says approximately $5 million will be spent on the program during this calendar year. He recently spoke of the purpose of the project.
The project seeks to improve quality, efficiency, and effectiveness in basic education through enhancing the learning environment at primary and secondary schools, upgrading the institutional framework, and improving teacher quality. The plan was to achieve this objective by undertaking a number of activities, and these activities can be categorized under two components, both of which I mentioned in the objectives. And these two components are the improvement of the quality of the learning environment, and secondly, the enhancement of the institutional framework and improved teacher quality.
Felix says under the component of the program which deals with the improvement of the learning environment at schools, the ministry has made much progress.
Under the first component, improvement of quality of the learning environment, we were able to undertake a number of activities. We have purchased tools and equipment to support instructions in a number of technical and vocational education and training subjects, that's TVET subjects. Some of these are now in storage, and the balance are currently on the port awaiting customs clearance. They actually came in just last week. We have undertaken minor physical works at some of our secondary schools, totaling approximately $540,000 in preparation for the receipt and storage of these tools and equipment. We have also undertaken a consultancy for the development of a sector maintenance policy and plan, and to ensure that the ministry has a more strategic approach to the maintenance of educational facilities, most notably our schools. Additionally, in the course of this year, we will purchase learning materials to include computer software, teacher resource texts, reference texts, and curriculum guides at a cost of $638,000.
The second component of the project focuses on enhancing teacher quality through training.
The project addresses teacher training, both locally and overseas. Training has been and is being conducted at the certificate level, at the diploma level, at the undergraduate level, and the graduate level. And here I speak of both postgraduate diploma and a master's program. And these training are undertaken in areas of special education, in clinical psychology, guidance counseling, TVET, and teacher education. This is currently ongoing. In fact, some of our trainees will remain in training until 2015.
The training programs address critical gaps in the education system with the goal of improving the quality of teaching and learning in schools across the country. In other news, Dominica's healthcare system is receiving high ratings from Professor of Anesthesiology and Surgery at the University of Florida, Dr. Andre Gabrielli. Dr. Gabrielli is one of 2 visiting physicians from the University of Florida conducting lectures at the Princess Margaret Hospital on proper treatment of brain injury patients.
Things are really good. I mean, the health system here is actually not bad at all. It's just that the few things we can offer with the experience of a more westernized country that can actually help a little bit. And the key point is to learn from us, but learn from our mistakes. So, to get what we've done good, but not to get anything that's been a mistake for us. That's really the advantage, I think, to exchange more with, with different universities.
Dr. Gabrielli said the experience of working with Dominican physicians has been a mutually rewarding one.
I think the secret is continue to exchange, culture exchange, intellectual exchange, and again, to be able to, we learn from you guys. We learn a lot of stuff that you're doing here well because it's a lean system. Okay, because this population is small, it's easy to control. On the other part, you will learn from us things that we had done maybe a few years ago, but you will learn not to repeat our mistakes.
Based on his observations during his interactions at the PMH, Dr. Gabrielli is suggesting that systems be put in place to assist doctors in recognizing potential stroke patients.
I think the most important thing is probably to have a system that has a stroke alarms. That people with a stroke, which is a cardiovascular disease that is related to other diseases that I see in the island, such as diabetes or hypertension, that we have a system that recognizes stroke, that have a team of people that is very skillful to recognize stroke and to treat immediately stroke instead of delay. That's probably, I would say, is the immediate need. The neurosurgeons will probably add sort of that safety that if it's necessary, surgery is necessary, and a person will be here able to do it. But it's probably even more than neurosurgery, a stroke team. It's probably the most immediate need that I can see in the island.
Following the departure of the U.S. physicians, the expectation is that the relationship between the Princess Margaret Hospital and the University of Florida will continue.
The plan is to continue now to exchange. Of course, we do electronically. A lot is going to be by emails, especially using Dr. Thomas as a liaison. And so we will exchange things about public health, policies that have been successful in the United States, kind of extrapolated, summarize, and custom modify for the need of the island. There will be also exchange on how to improve some of the intellectual powers of the physicians here, which is education and clinical base. There will be more visit here. We will be able to send, friends of friends and colleagues that have different kind of expertise. For example, expertise in public health to look into how to deal with, clinics that screen populations for hypertension and diabetes. So there's several kind of a sub-project. This is, of course, is the first hello, we in town. It's great, great to be here to visit. And, the idea is to have a continuous collaborations that allows, sort of some benefits, from the islands based on things that we learned, on the other side of the oceans.
The U.S. physicians are expected to leave the island on the weekend. In more news, one Dominican residing in the United States, Hendrix Ishmael, has issued a challenge to other Dominicans living in the diaspora to work towards ensuring that each Dominican child has the services of a computer. Ishmael, with the assistance of his wife and other Dominicans living abroad, recently donated 430 computers, laptops, and printers to schools across the island.
The challenge is out for every Dominican in the diaspora. The Prime Minister, Mr. Roosevelt Skerritt, said 1 laptop per child. I will challenge all Dominicans that I will take care of Mahu, Massac, Jimit, Wana, and Campbell, and they do the rest of Dominican. We can do it. It can be done in short order. And that's the challenge to all Dominicans everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. That's a challenge to you, Norman. You give 100, I give 200. And we can do it.
Ishmael, a native of the Maho community, is confident in the ability of Dominican children and believes he is justified in making such a great investment in their future.
Education is the key to whatever doors you choose to open in life. My wife and I made this donation because, along with Dr. Peters and the others, we believe strongly in your potential. We believe that each one of you can help make Dominica a better country if you apply yourself. The government cannot do it alone. With equal participation from the citizens of Dominica, this country will move forward.
Meanwhile, Ishmael made a donation of 5 computers to the Warner Primary School last week. Parliamentary representative for the Maho constituency, Honorable Rayburn Blackmore, was present during the presentation. He spoke of the significance of such a donation.
What we're doing here demonstrates the government's commitment to ensuring that the educational process is indeed maintained throughout the various portions of this country, and Warner is no exception. Thus far, we have been through Maho, Massac, Campbell, and today we're in Warner. And I want, as your humble servant, a member of Parliament, in a particular way, and very special way, to express my gratitude and that of the people of the Maho constituency and the government of Dominica to Mr. Ishmael for making this very wonderful donation.
The parliamentary representative called on the school body to make good use of that gift.
And I'm calling you, therefore, you the students, to make proper use of those computers. And I'm confident also that the teachers will properly supervise the students, because a computer can be used for the wrong things. It is there to help you and to facilitate your learning capabilities. And we live in a world of so many social diversions, and you have everything online. But you have to know how you use the internet service. It has to be used as a tool to enhance your education.
Honorable Blackmore expressed gratitude to Hendricks Ishmael and other friends in the diaspora for such a valuable donation to the advancement of young people in Dominica.
Mr. Ishmael is demonstrating what a true, genuine Dominican, notwithstanding where that person may be, can do to make Dominica a better place for all of us, more so the less fortunate in our mix. And as I've said before, and I want to reiterate for emphasis, he could be living a selfish life, having worked for so long, he and his wife, but he is giving back to the country. And what better way to give back to the country by ensuring that the greatest legacy in our mix will be really and truly our young people, are at least provided for.
The Warner Primary School was also presented with a printer by Mr. Ishmael. The reconfigured computers were sourced from computer company Dell at a cost of $95,000 US. The Warner Primary School principal received the computers and the printer on behalf of the students. She considers it a dream come true.
With great joy that I receive on behalf, first of all, of you, the boys and girls here, the computers and the printer. It is with great pleasure that I receive them on your behalf today. Words are not really sufficient to express our joy today as we join with other Dominican schools in entering the IT world. A dream has really come true for us in Warner today. I wish to assure you, Mr. Ishmael, that these machines, maximum use will be made of them, as we will try to ensure that every boy, every girl who lives in this institution here will be equipped with the basic computer skills to be able to face the world. Therefore, once again, Mr. Ishmael, I just want to thank you.
The little ones of the Warner Primary School said thanks with this rendition. Hendricks Ishmael some time ago presented a check of $800 towards the school's feeding program. And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is next with the Creole highlight.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, travail qui continue bien formidable à Ishmael Back Road en Girodel. Membre Parlement Honorable Ambrose George visité le projet la semaine passée.
Nous avons réhabilité chemin non chemin c'est Back Road à Girodel. C'est un chemin qui a commencé par chapelle catholique avec bout à Gommier, section qui est Gommier. C'est un chemin qui est bien important parce que si on est pièce trois cas à ce chemin main chemin village là, chemin ça c'est chemin où ça servi pour rentrer et sortir hors Girodel. Chemin était en mauvaise manière avec nous décider avec village council qui a managé des communautés, ça c'est Eggleston avec Girodel. Nous avons l'argent pour le projet avec servi des contracteurs. Un contracteur pour Eggleston avec un contracteur à Girodel. Parce que c'est twin community, c'est des communautés ensemble. Avec ce council c'est responsible pour ces communautés. So, ils ont servi des contracteurs à Eggleston avec Girodel. Projet a bien avancé. Contracteur à Eggleston qui a bout prochainement il tapé pour contracter avec mes contracteurs à Girodel. Mon copain qui est fini hier à ce chemin. Bon, nous voyons ça sur l'autre bout là nous allons là. Mais mon dit que peuple à Girodel c'est mon qui vivent à ce prochain village là. Yo trois cases ici, trois familles, c'est mon là qui produit autant végétable avec fleurs, avec fruits pour communauté, pour one service, pour communauté, pour vivre eux-mêmes.
En la nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique a réparé chemin en Wall House. M. Félix Thomas, c'est contracteur à ce projet-là.
Le projet, c'est un projet que le gouvernement a mis en place pour faire un chemin de Castle Comfort. Ça, c'est en position devant gas station Macmillan avec pour passer through Castle Comfort avec Wallhouse pour descendre à l'Aubier. Chemin ça là on le voit dans différentes communautés qui ont servi chemin ça là. Ça c'est communauté communiquée par l'Aubier ou Castle Comfort ou Selma. C'est pour nous calculer qu'on est village comme Kachakou, on est village Soufourière, on est village Gouambé, Petite Savane, Bacatel, Force-Jean, avec chaque monde qui a sorti, comme on dit, Petite Savane, avec Délice aussi, qui a servi chemin ça là. Si rien fait là, les cocos, rien fait à mi-temps, c'est chemin ça là, ça servi chemin ça là. Honte qui ça? Parce qu'il y a un lot de trafic qui a trafiqué à place là. Autant voiture qui a fait chemin ça là, avait monté, avait fait ouan, avait trouvé quoi yo ka quitté ça qui est trafic jam. So chemin ça là aussi tout qui a endé moun à Castle Comfort ever Wallhouse. Quand on regarde ça c'est au cas que ça en main link road. Avec c'est là presque tout le monde Wallhouse avec Castle Comfort qui a passé avec hot chemin ça là yo ka descendre à ti chemin caillou. So avait été bien mauvais même. Mais à présent le gouvernement mettait presque 270 000 à place pour qui travaille ça fait à ce chemin ça là.
Ministre de l'Éducation a dépensé $3 millions pour tirer équipement et puis matériaux pour distribuer à l'école tout en pays là. Programme ça là a tombé en bas Enhancement Project en ministre là. Projet ça là c'est sa gouvernement qui lancé 3 l'année qui passée où là yo tapé un loan hot bank développement Caraïbe. L'argent ça là a servi pour avancer bonne qualité éducation en Dominique. Teacher pays là a aussi bénéficié en bas programme ça là. Quand même chef officier d'éducation Steve Hyacinth fait parole que l'équipement qui allait pour un programme technique en l'école pays là. En même temps aussi, si l'officier d'éducation Randall Felix, c'est équipement ça là déjà en pays là et puis il est distribué par l'école tout de suite. Et puis finalement, jeune femme communauté Silver Lake a reçu traitement en bas un programme Ou là yo ka apprendre faire affaires jewelry, bagay kon zanou, collier et bagay kon ça. Programme là ka facilité par Child Fund Caribbean. Mademoiselle Jelena Fontaine, c'est manager Child Fund Caribbean.
C'est Child Fund qui assiste à start business là octobre 2011. Des sponsors qui étaient descendus, Jack et Barbara là, qui avaient eu MSC Mon Silver Lake, avait madame là, les sponsors là, les New York, avait copain étudier comment pour faire jewelry et descendre Dominica toute chaque jewelry ça là avec tools là airport là pour te bailler pour dire airport mon ça c'est pour mon Silver Lake pas bête c'est pour et m'a venu descendre avec yo montrer c'est madame là pour 3 semaines comment pour faire ces jewelry là c'est Independence Time ou ça avec c'est madame là prendre lui yo quitté l'autre madame pour rester là pour aider eux, mais j'ai allé à Miami. Et nous avons Café Sorrento qui fait jewelry pour quoi also pour vendre. Il a montré ces madame là comment pour faire ces couleurs là, comment pour vendre pour monde, bagay comme ça, faire business tout ça.
Mais c'est mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Un bon week-end. Au revoir.
Stay tuned for a tip on how to curb your appetite coming up next. Several studies have shown that drinking apple cider vinegar before a meal helps curb appetite. Participants noted an increased feeling of fullness and less desire for a little more. Try 1 tablespoon in a large glass of water 3 times a day in combination with exercise and a balanced diet for healthy results. And that's all for National Focus. We welcome your suggestions and comments. Please feel free to drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website at news.gov.dm. Friend us on our Facebook page and be sure to like our GIS Dominica fan page. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire news production team, I'm Jarna Hector. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.